Alright guys, we're out here doing a little testing. Going to be comparing signals on the Garrett Apex and the Minelab Equinox. Kind of see if we can compare the depth and target ID and that type of thing. So I've got a first signal here. It's kind of an iffy signal. We'll do it in all metal mode because I'm going to do in all metal on the Apex as well. It's showing pretty deep, which is why I picked this target to compare. It's at least 4 bars. There's a little bit of iron here and there, and it's cutting out a little bit, but pinpointing pretty small. So that's on the Equinox, and then I will compare it next with the Apex. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, now we're going to see how this sounds on the Apex. See if I can get the glare off there for you. Again, we're in 0 mode, nothing discriminated. We're at max sensitivity, ground balance. Getting quite a bit of iron in it with the Apex. Mostly iron. Do get a high tone here and there. Try going slow. Don't think that's something I would probably normally dig with this Apex. Mostly getting iron. Let's dig it and see what we got. See if we can get right at it, just for depth measurement. Let's see here. And it's probably pretty much full pinpointer, about 8 inches down. Looks like maybe it is a nail. Yep. Big old nail. It's old. It's like an old square nail. But it was just junk, so. Alright. We'll see what else we can find. Showing 4 bars. On the Equinox. Not super deep, but 4 bars. Now we'll check it out on the Apex. Alright, we're in 0 mode, so no discrimination, full full sensitivity, and yeah, we'll see what it sounds like on here. I've got the iron volume all the way up as well. Ground balance. Getting a lot more iron on the Apex. Getting some high tones mixed in with the iron. Alright, well, we'll dig it and see what it is. Definitely sounded better on the Equinox, but we both picked it up. Get an accurate depth on whatever it is here and get right down to it. Looks like it is a coin right there, so it's probably about 6 inches. Looks like it's a wheat cent. See if we can get a date. 1950. 1950 wheat cent. About 5 or 6 inches down. Alright, see if we can find something else. Alright, we got another signal here. Kind of in the wheat or Indian range. Showing about 4 bars. Let's see what it sounds like on the Apex. Getting mostly iron. Alright, mostly iron on the Apex. So we'll see. Oh, yeah. Yep, just a chunk of metal of some kind. Can't quite tell what it is, but it's just a hunk of metal. On that one, the Apex was a little bit better ID in it. Pretty much just showed up as iron. We're drunk. Wasn't very deep, probably about 3, maybe 4 inches. Alright, we'll see what else we can find. Alright, I got a bit of an interesting signal here. It's showing up really deep. Hitting some good numbers. It's definitely an iffy signal, but it's very deep, so, or at least it's showing deep. Pinpointing well. let's see how it sounds on the Apex. Not really getting much. Every once in a while you get that little high tone in there, but not much. We'll see if the Equinox picked up something deep, or if this is just junk, and that's why the there's something down there really deep, whatever it is. Almost full pinpointer. Oh, there we go. It is silver. If you guys can see that. It is sticking out of the side of the hole right there. Not super deep, maybe somewhere between 6 and 8 probably. Right there. Nice silver rim there. See if we can flip it out of there. Looks like I gouged it a little bit. See if I can get my water on it. Guessing that's a barber. Yep. Looks like 1910. $19.10 barber dime. I'll take it. Probably, it might be 8 inches with the grass being tall right now, but the Apex didn't really see that one much at all, so that's not a good sign. But I'm happy to find silver. All right, we'll keep going and see if we can find some more good targets. Hey guys, so I was just coming along right by the sidewalk here, and I got like a 30, 31, 32. It was only like a couple inches down, so I didn't even turn on the camera for the live dig, but it's a silver quarter. Can't believe that. It was like literally like 2 inches down. It's just a Washington, but I'll definitely take a silver quarter any day. 36. That's an old one. Nice. Alright, second silver today, so I'll definitely take that. Alright, I'll let you guys know if I find anything else. Alright guys, now we're in my coin garden. I'm going to do a little bit of depth testing on the coins in my garden here. These coins have been buried for about 5 years now, so you know they've got some halo around them at this point, and they're pretty good for testing purposes. So we're going to see how the Apex does in here. As I was before, running it in zero mode, zero discrimination, full sensitivity. I've got the iron volume up all the way. Let's see if we can find a channel that quiets it up a little bit. That's a little bit better. There's a lot of EMI around here too, so little ground balance. Alright, so the first target, this is a copper penny at 6 inches. Try different speeds. Mostly just iron on that one. This is a nickel at 4 inches. Fix that one up fine. Not super deep though, only 4 inches on a nickel. Then this is a silver dime at 6 inches. Not too bad. It's coming in pretty good. Not quite as good from that direction. Getting some iron in with it, but fairly consistent high tone. But you can kind of tell that's kind of on the edge of its range, I would assume, because it's a little iffy. Now this is actually a Morgan dollar at 8 inches. Not too bad, it picks it up. That's a big coin, but it is 8 inches down. This is a silver quarter at 6 inches. I don't like that iron grunt that it gives you, but I guess if you just know that you gotta dig those high tones, it's not too big a deal. 6-inch silver quarter right there. Now this next target is a clad quarter. Right, not there, right here. Clad quarter at 5 inches. Perfect from that direction. Little iron grunt from that direction, but it does pick it up good. Now this is a wheat penny and a dime in a hole with a nail. Pretty good. I think the nail brings the BDI down a little bit sometimes. And you get that little bit of iron grunt. But not too bad, I would definitely dig that. This last target is a silver dime at 8 inches. A little high tone now and then, but probably not something I would ever dig. So that's the coins. I also wanted to do a little bit of stuff with the nail board here because I know there were some previous videos that showed the nails completely nulled out the coin. So this one, you can see there, it's about 6 inches apart with the dime, clad dime in the middle. Not really any problem separating it there. And then next to it we've got a dime sandwiched almost right between two nails. Get a high tone once in a while. Try it from this way. All iron that way. It doesn't like separating, you know, the horizontal to the nails, parallel to the nails. It's a lot better. And then here's a bent nail and a dime. the nail is dropping the VDI pretty low. All iron from that direction. Then we got a clad quarter next to a little steel cylinder. Seems like it just changes the VDI a little bit, but still picks it up. So that's with the sensitivity all the way up, so it is a little chattery. But I also, I ran most of my other detectors in this test garden as high as I could on sensitivity. I think I ran the Equinox at 24, so I wanted to kind of keep it consistent with how I tested all the other machines. So yeah, that's it for the coin garden. You can kind of see it, it does all right. I feel like, somewhere between 6 and 8 inches is the max depth of this coil. If you get the perfect soil conditions or something like that, you might get a little more depth, but in my soil around here, that's about as deep as it's going to go. Much deeper than 6 inches, and mostly just get iron grunts. So, but we'll see. Maybe they'll come out with bigger coil that will help with depth, with the depth a little bit. But it does seem to separate coins in iron a little better than some of the tester videos that were posted. So at least that's a positive. A couple other things I wanted to add about the detector. It is an S-shaped shaft, as most of you know that use Garrett's. The shaft is in an S shape. Some people like that. I prefer the straight shafts, but it is pretty easy to swing. I don't know how it would be with a bigger coil on here. It might be a little front heavy, but it's not too bad as it sits. It's a pretty light machine, so it's super easy to use. It's going to be almost identical to the previous Ace models and even the AT Pro as far as menus and functions. Really easy to set up and use. You could pretty much either put it in coins or zero discrimination and then just adjust your sensitivity, ground balance, and go. So great machine for someone who wants something real easy to use and simple to set up. You can't really mess it up too bad playing around with the settings like you can with some of the more advanced detectors. So obviously I'm going to do a lot more testing. I just wanted to get an initial hunt in and a run through my coin garden, so people who are wanting some information and kind of on the fence could see what some of the capabilities of this machine are. So make sure you like if this video helped you out, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll have more live digs and more test hunts with this machine in the future. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys at the next good target.